Welcome back to another video. So, I'm in town and I might be stuck here. It looks like they're preventing people from leaving the town. So, what do you do when you can't go anywhere? Well, of course, you watch cartoons. Now, I'm not particularly enjoying it, but, well, you can see that my son here, he's throwing apples on the floor. Besides that, he's enjoying... Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, as you can see, he just gave me his half-eaten apple. So tomorrow I might actually be making another trip on the road. Not to Danyang this time, but to Shanghai, so that I can try and get some stuff just in case I need to take my son out. Again, with this stuff. But should make for an interesting drive, if I can even get out of this town. Well, I guess we have to see what happens with that. So you can see, sun's going down. I'm just out for a walk. I've been inside pretty much all day. Not really a whole lot to do out here. Now, I've heard stories, as I mentioned, that they're not letting people out of town. They're not letting people into town. And that's because they're afraid of, I guess, plague victims coming in and infecting everybody. Now, I'm not entirely sure if they're not letting people out, if it's like parts of the town. I remember when I came in, I almost didn't get back in because I went out on the road that goes out toward Bungbu. But I'm not coughing, I'm not sick, don't worry. I guess we'll find out, because I'm going to drive into town and have a look. So as soon as I get back from this little road, I'm going to get in the car and drive through town. And we'll have a look and see how things have changed since the last time I was driving through. See if anybody's out, see if there's any market or anything going on. Every day, people seem to get a little bit more on the scared side, so I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be anything going on. Like I said, it just keeps getting worse and worse every day, so we'll see. But tomorrow, I'm going to find out just how bad, because I'm going to make an attempt to go to Shanghai. As crazy as that is. And why would I go to Shanghai? Well, because I have to try and get an emergency passport for my son, to see if I even can, if the government will let me. Well, his consular report of birth abroad is in process, so that I can get him out if possible or if need be. I already saw that there's a level 4 travel warning on the entire country of China, which basically means do not travel here. And in fact, it says that on the State Department website. It says do not travel to China. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. I'm hoping for the best. But these people at the Shanghai consulate, I don't know. I guess we'll see how nice they're feeling. They haven't been nice if you talk to a lot of people. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Alright, driving now. Heading into town or toward town. See what they've got. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to drive to Shanghai or if I'm going to just take the train. You're probably thinking, like, well, why on earth would you dare to take the train? It's actually, in a way, there's hardly anybody on the train. I was actually surprised to find that there was a train going, so that part was a bit of a surprise. You constantly get stopped on the way. I don't know what I'm going to encounter, to be honest. I was just surprised that there is a train. So I may actually take the train, in which case I can get a video of it. But you'd see there's hardly anybody supposedly on the train. Watch me get on there and it's just full of sick people or something. But yeah, that would mean getting up early in the morning. I'd have to drive out to another little place called Dingyuan here in Anhui province to catch a train to go to Shanghai Hongqiao, get on the subway, and I don't know, guys. I don't know. I guess we'll see. It depends. It's probably a lot cheaper. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth saving the money. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I might take the train. Who knows? That might be the best option. I guess we'll see. I'm still debating. Train or drive. I don't know how long it's going to take to drive. Oh, actually I do. I've been there so many times. I think it's about 4 hours to drive to Shanghai from here. We'll have to see. So I'm coming into town center here, and it's dark and extremely empty. None of the usual people out. Usually there's a bunch of lights up ahead where there's shops, little stands and things selling stuff in the market, but let me turn the camera around, you'll be able to see. So far I don't really see anything. None of the little stands, nothing that I can tell so far. It's just empty. Just a couple of people out here and there. Yeah, things are pretty deserted over here. Not a lot going on. I see most of the shops are closed. As you can see, I see some lights on the shops, but pretty dead. This is the very center of town. As I said, you can see there's really not much going on. I see red signs up, warnings. This is where the town market usually is. This is where the most activity is, and as you can see, it's dead. There's nothing. Everybody's in, and I do know they have that sort of a barricade at the other end of town as you try to get out onto the main highway that connects, I guess, Bangbu and Chuzhou and all that. It's blocked. The only reason I managed to get in was because the guy recognized me. So, yeah, people are getting, as I mentioned, it just every day it gets a little bit worse and worse. So it's getting a little bit too dark to see me. I'm going to make another drive back through town. Now, part of the reason that I came out here, I mean, yeah, to show everybody how deserted it is, but also to see what I could see as far as when I go to leave tomorrow, what I can expect to encounter. It looks like I'll probably be able to get through this way. I don't know if I end up taking the train. I don't know what I'm going to encounter along the way. When sorry, I was watching, something was burning over there. When I actually go toward Dingyuan and the train station there, I don't know if I'm going to encounter a roadblock from one of these little towns or not. I know one of the little towns, they actually built like an embankment. They took a bunch of junk, like pieces of concrete and whatever they could find, and a bunch of dirt, and built this giant embankment to keep people from coming into their just their section of Fengyang. And let me turn the camera around. You can see the town center. As you can see, pretty deserted. Is this the supermarket? Yeah, it looks like the supermarket is still open, but I've heard the prices have skyrocketed in there for food and different things. So it sounds like they're running low, or people are just trying to take advantage of the situation. Either way, I don't see the usual trucks coming through to deliver things, so I don't know where they're getting resupplied from. It's probably they might not be getting resupplied. I don't know. I hope that again, I just hope that I'm able to get out there and get back to get this thing taken care of, so I can hopefully, if everything works out, hopefully get, at least have the ability to get my son out. I've mentioned it, it's probably somewhere. I'm not going to leave here without my son. There's no way I'd leave him behind and go off to safety. It's just something I couldn't live with myself if I did that. And I want to believe that things are going to get better, and I know they will eventually, but if I can just take a little vacation for a couple weeks well, everything goes into chaos, hey, that would be a lot better than having to go through it, in my opinion. Of course, the number of places accepting people from China is going down and down and down. I heard that in Vietnam, they're putting people in a 14-day quarantine. That was the craziest thing I've heard. You actually get to go somewhere, and then they just stick you in quarantine for 14 days. I don't know how long visas allow Chinese people to stay in Vietnam to begin with, so... Oh, there you go. There's a medical something or other. They were blocking that street off earlier. I guess it's still blocked off. Obviously, no one's able to drive through that tent thing, but Yeah, crazy stuff. You can see it's actually not that late. It's only like 5:30 here in the evening, and everything is dead. Some old people walking around, but yeah, there's really nothing going. It's, I mean, if you've seen my other videos, you can see even when the virus was starting and people were getting scared, there were still tons of people in town, and now it's just empty. Everybody's getting, it just gets worse and worse every day, I guess. Everybody gets a little bit more frightened every single day. So I'm just heading back to the house now, and I guess we'll just hope for the best tomorrow and see what we can do. Hopefully none of the villagers have blocked off the road to get to the train station if I go that route, which it's sounding like I will. And if not, let's hope that none of the roads are blocked to get to the freeway, because that was almost an issue, if you recall, or if you've seen my other video. It was almost an issue coming back. So we'll see. We'll see. It's almost too dark, I think, for you to see me now. But I don't know. This whole thing is every day, like I said. I would describe the feeling here as, sorry, adjust my mask a little bit here. Not that anyone can really see me. The feeling here is really ominous. Just as the meaning of the word, you know, it's like some sort of omen has come, and we know that death is coming in some form. Of course, we know what the form is. It's in the form of a virus. But I really don't think that most people are in danger of dying from the virus. And, you know, on a bright note, I do want to mention that I heard about a case in Germany from another YouTube video where the guy caught the virus, and of course he got sick, but they didn't even know that he'd had the coronavirus until he was already better. So I'm hoping it's like that for most people. Still, you know, based on the number of cases and the official number of deaths, it still doesn't look like it's a deadly virus. Maybe I should rephrase that. It is deadly for the people that die from the virus. I mean, I feel bad. We don't even know really what's going on exactly in Wuhan. I've heard that some American people are going out there to help now, and they have arrived in Wuhan. And that's good news. I know they've got all of the experts here on the ground. I think there's a lot of people that probably very talented doctors in the United States that would be of benefit to the cause. And I hope that they're able to, you know, just treat people. It really sounds like it's just like a cold, a really bad cold. The problem is that people get pneumonia, you know, they contract pneumonia, a lung infection of some kind from it, and that's what's killing people. There's old people that can't handle that, and it takes them out. So I don't know how you would deal with that. But I'm back home now, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here, get the video put together, get it uploaded, and give you guys a little update at what I'm seeing here. And I guess tomorrow when I make this trip, well, I guess I'll take you along for the ride, and we'll see what it's like. See you in the next one.